As we know, much research exists on career development, but little attention has been given to the career development and workforce experiences of young South Asian women living and working here in Canada. That's why the South Asian Women's Collective led a community action research project to better understand the lived experience and the challenges and the career development needs of young South Asian women.
I think that this research was really sparked through the years of meeting and gathering that the South Asian Women's Collective had done. What we heard continuously over years was it's a challenge. Finding employment, being nurtured, and learning and understanding how to navigate your career development is something that needs to really be catered for South Asian women and other racialized women. This was a common thread that we heard that kind of gave birth to us wanting to do this research.
One of the main findings that came out of it was that family plays a really big role in how you navigate not only your career, but your education, which is something that we've always known, but we've never actually had real data on it.
Almost every South Asian woman that I work with, from teen through to young adult, through to in their 30s and 40s, has at some point struggled with this parent relationship when it comes to education. We are told from day dot what roles we play, what is expected of us. We don't develop necessarily that deep sense of self and that confidence. And instead, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of guilt.
We want to be able to break out of this and this mold that's been created for us and do more. And so oftentimes it was met with, I'm going to just say a little bit of friction. So there was always this friction between parents and their children, right?
If your parents had a hard time coming to Canada and struggled with their career identity and their economic status and background, their level of success got downloaded even greater to their children. So their expectations on their child to succeed and to do well because they struggled in doing well in Canada, or the pressure was on.
Young South Asian women are very ambitious, but sometimes their ambition isn't necessarily recognized in their workplace. They're also one of the more overeducated groups, but they're very severely underemployed.
It's really interesting because in Canada, South Asians and Asians in general represent such a huge majority of the racialized demographic, but the experiences of South Asian Canadians are rarely ever highlighted or talked about.
Some of the systemic problems that we talk about, I've gone through them personally, and constantly being told to adapt to a broken system is something that I've navigated myself.
Lack of holistic career development. So we know one-size-fits-all programs don't meet the needs. Programs that focus on all employees or all women miss that nuance, obviously, of that intersectional lens. Lack of access to mentors and sponsors, particularly at senior levels. And also a lack of transparency around promotions, how high potentials are selected, lack of transparency around leadership development programs, and how people are selected to take part in those. We take our career development in our own hands. That means they are creating their own communities. Surprise, surprise.
Both of our organizations are kind of like sister organizations. We're focused on empowering girls and women, especially within the mentorship space, within the employment space. We don't want any girl to miss out on an opportunity or not have access to mentorship like many of us didn't have when we were growing up.
Mentorship is really important because it allows you the opportunity to provide guidance to someone, to share knowledge, and just to support one another. And specifically speaking from the Lodley to Lodley mentorship program, what I was kind of noticing is that a lot of these mentees are applying when they're at like their last resort. They've got the experiences they need, but they still can't find their way into their career. And they also wanted to talk to someone that looked like them, had similar experiences, not to just navigate professional journeys, but also to have conversations like, how do I talk to my mom about the fact that I don't want to be a doctor? And there's people out there that look like them that might have already done that. So it's really important to build those connections.
I do think mentorship and sponsorship go hand in hand, but having some very intentional conversations around mentorship. Started mentorship at quite a young age, actually. So it sort of feels like it's part of your development and part of, shaping your identity, but not losing yourself through mentorship, but really being able to augment and amplify, really aspects of yourself, learning from others, and not to be afraid of reaching out to mentors that don't look like you. Being able to ask for things that you need, reaching out to several mentors, you don't just need the one. And asking them how they advocate for you in the room when you're not there, and sort of helping them build their skills around sponsorship. It doesn't come naturally to all leaders, and sort of supporting that conversation with them and putting it out there what it is that you're looking for specifically in your mentor, and developing some goals together.
I think what I would hope collectively that we're all able to learn is that for young South Asian women, navigating their career trajectory and the workplace is actually really difficult. And it's multi-layered, right? There are individual factors that affect their abilities to navigate these spaces and trajectories, but also familial, cultural, and then you've got kind of broader systems level factors that really affect them. And so I hope that people walk away understanding actually how complex it is for women like myself, and like the women that have participated in the research to actually get to work and succeed and thrive in the workplace.
So this research is critically important because one of the main philosophies of doing work that is responsive means that you are engaging with the community and you are doing the work alongside community. And so when the data is informed always by community voice, then we can generate research that informs programming, policy, and set new expectations for how it is that we want to move forward in the collective. And the journey is only possible if we are being culturally responsive and staying very true to sort of the ethos of the way in which we actually mobilize change.